Hello, and welcome to Kessira's secret lair, also known as the Colossal Aldmeri. Um, no, Grotto! Colossal Aldmeri Grotto. Apologies if there is a great deal of meowing in the background. Um, my cat, I have unfortunately, I have taught him an unfortunate thing in that if I am talking in my house, I am talking to him, and he feels it very necessary to talk back. He doesn't want me to be lonely. He is the most special of boys. So, yeah, there's lots of meowing. He's joining in on our conversation. So, I have wanted this home forever. Um, as we can see on the map, it is large. She be large. But unlike the last house, that I decorated. This one is actually 700 slots. Not that it makes much difference. 700 slots is like a pebble dropping in this place. It is huge. There's so much more I could do if I only had, a bit more in the way of slots. So, um, I did not buy this furnished. Um, it came with a whole bunch of very beautiful high elf furnishings, which that was an option. And had most of them laid out here in the little entrance ship, which I will give you a quick tour of. Um, has two little bedrooms, so to speak. And I have seen lots of people decorate this ship very beautifully. Lots of them just went by the guide of how things were decorated. Sort of bought it pre-decorated and then added to it in beautiful ways. When I saw this place, there were two things I wanted to do. I was only able to do one of them, but there were two things I wanted to do. One, I wanted to build a house on these ruins over here. The ruins are beautiful. There was a perfect spacing, I thought, for a house to be built into it. And I hadn't seen anybody else do it. And then I'd seen lots of other people decorate the space, but never seen somebody specifically build into it. And then the other thing was I wanted to build a giant rampway running all along up as high as I could get it all over the place in here. Similar to what my friend and former roommate is very famous or infamous for doing it in almost all of her houses. She was going to get this place. She hasn't yet. If she does, I'm really hoping we can build the epic runway ramp of doom, and I can take you guys all on a spin on it. But at the moment, that is not yet in the works. So we'll have to just put by with the few little things that I added to my house here. But so I was going to be all sneaky and sneak into one of my friends that has this place and show you what this looks like before I built. You could see the difference of what was already there and what I added. But there wasn't really a good place to do that, so you'll just get to see it. So this stairway was here, but I added this whole lower room here, the stained glass windows. So come in on this level. So this is our dining table under the beautiful stained glass windows. And our well-stocked kitchen. beautiful stained glass window. So this section here of the wall is obviously part of the original build. You can kind of tell if it's got this funny moss growing on it. Obviously the walls with the stained glass window were not there. This wooden wall wasn't there. The top part of this sort of corner here, you can see where it's the brickwork is new. I added that, and of course this up here. And the floor. I added the floor. This was actually a little grassy area. If we come down here, this was here already, with these beautiful columns and archways. I've seen a lot of people decorate this as sort of a utility area. It's actually what I'm planning to do with it too. Eventually I want to have crafting stations all set up down here as well as the banker and the merchant and my chess. Turn this volume down just a little bit. This music box has always been very, very quiet. You could just faintly hear it when I'm playing my game and I'm running around in here. Now that I've got headphones on, it is very loud. Okay. So now I'll take you up to the next level. Of course, we have some pretty little gardened areas here. So this whole area, the stairs here, the stairs I've just come up, and this is like a big, comes out to this sort of circular area here. This is here, and these columns around it, I got those, they come with, whether you buy a decorator or not, you get these columns. But they were not here. This is not where the columns were, so I have moved them. And I've added the fountain. Doesn't really go with the theming of this place, but it happens to be the only fountain I can make. It needed some water feature out here. This is just such a pretty place. All the waterfalls and... So, second level here, now that I'm not distracted sort of staring off into space. This is my living room and library. And here we've got our cozy little living room, fireplace. Perfect place to curl up with some books and read. Oh, my cat trying to get me with his tail. But it is also a great place to study. Bookshelves. And of course we have some more lovely stained glass windows on this level. I wish I'd had one more for that area, but that's okay. As you can see, there's a non-removable tree on the cliffside over there that stuck a branch through into my build, and I just went with it. Sometimes these things happen, right? Here's that new cool music box. And no, that doesn't work. I don't know how well you can see it, but that is sooo inside, similar to the sooo statue I have. Well, it's just so cool. So that is my living room study area. go up to our last level of house. Get lots of exercise here. At least you wouldn't have to worry about running out into the rain. You switched levels, since obviously rain's not getting in here unless things are going really drastically wrong. On the downside, I guess that means you'd have to water all these plants? Probably. Really shouldn't try to think about these things logically. So this is the bedroom and bathroom level. Isn't that a cool door? So these were a recent purchase from the Lux Furnisher. I love them. So Miri's room here. I'm easily amused. This here is the guest bedroom. Not great for privacy, but not a bad little space. This is the master bedroom. Those doors. And our last little door here, we have the bathroom. So we've got the toilet. I still haven't figured out what everybody's using as toilet paper. I just keep seeing it, but I have not figured out what item it is. Every time I try to click on it, I keep getting some other item that is in vicinity. So, a little bathroom counter with mirror. I don't. It's not a vanity, so sink. This is the shower. And you can sit as needed for those wary of their travels. And the bath. I think it made a nice little bathroom. I normally hate these elsewhere walls. They always just look so sort of dingy and moldy, but I think they didn't work too bad in this build. There's so much sort of that mossy stuff growing in this area anyways. It's like on a lot of the stuff that was already here. And the wood grain seems to work with the bottom of the big solitude platform, so I think it works. This is by far the hardest door to close. Miri just apparates right through it. A little pretty garden area. And of course, all of this area here, the stairs going up, this was all already here. And these stairs were not here. Go up. Oh. Hard to get up that last stair when you're walking like this.
What? Oh, my apologies, mortal. I was lost in a pleasant recollection. my talons rending flesh, the screams of the damned, the towers of Aldmeri tumbling down. You should have been there. It was glorious.
Oh, Aarox, you're finally saying other things to me. My little gargoyle, guarding his treasure. Little sitting area. Some nice little garden bits around it. Smaller gargoyle. My little garden of the Green Lady. Wait a minute. Okay, that's okay. Thought for a minute things had moved again. I swear I am not imagining it. Came back the other day and found just a bunch of my wall pieces ever so slightly askew. I don't know. How? How does it do that while you're locked out? So I added some stairs over here. Forgive me, we're going to get a little jolty because I'm going to switch to running, but there's no way I'll make some of these jumps. Well, especially if I accidentally jump down there. Oh, nope, come on. There we go. So, one of the things I swore I would do is put something over here. Now, it is ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. Got Daedric Altar to Periite, the Revered Night Mother, and Unpleasant Plant that I killed. Trophy. But this is just, you can actually, this is why I said, it's like, I could decorate, like, all of this. All of this, if they would just give me enough slots to do so. They won't. I actually did a similar thing. We're going to go explore it now. It's not particularly special or crazy. It's just, this was another spot I wanted to put something. Very many people have decorated this spot, by the way. Not claiming uniqueness in this at all, but okay. I had to put something up here. This is just a pretty little nook, isn't it? This pretty little meadow up here. So yes, I made a display. I made a little thing here. It's not as much gardening around it as I would like. And somebody has their little campsite here. And then, because I am random, they're just random statues on various rocks hidden around. There's one over there. I don't know if you can see it. And here. I wanted to make it fun, so if somebody does bother to go jumping around, looking at everything, they'll have something to find. There were 2 more places. Well, one other main one that we said absolutely, it was appalling that nobody ever did anything with it. One of them is over here. It's not very much I did. As I said, most of the slots have been building that monstrosity of a house over there, but no, not this side. had to do something in this room. It's granted, it's at a sheer angle, but it's such a cool room. A dark elf ship that's stranded here, so what were they up to? So yeah, got the little pirate trophy skull head there, the door, and dread scissors, and some green flame to make it even spookier. So if anybody bothers to come explore this ship, as we did many, many times, staring at this longingly, wanting to get this house, I don't know, purchase it, and dreaming of what we would do if we ever could, well, I have it now. I have done the things. I've done the things I could. Just need to get my roommate on, find her copy, so that we can do more things. Build our cool, epic runway. I would do it myself, but I would have to sacrifice all my gardening. And you know me, I can't have a house and not have it gardened. It'd be appalling. Try to climb back up. Besides, all the gardening hides a world of sin. Otherwise there'd be all these ugly building bits that I didn't want seen. They'd be hanging out, showing. So did some more cute little gardening in here. This area actually gets considerably more sunlight than lower down. For some reason, this area up here got very themed in blue and white. So it's all these blue and white trees. White, blue, white, blue. And of course I put the blue force field around this one. Ooh, accidentally went into the force field. Excuse me a moment. Ooh, I was about to rudely cough in your ears. Sorry about that. So, this is the other little ship area that I often see decorated. And all I did was stick a few trophies in here. I wanted to do something different. However, we did want to still appreciate this, so it got the big display of, oh goodness sake, what are these things called? Orreries! Got the big orrery. And that is really the two orreries is to start the Clockwork area. I sort of had the idea that I would make my paths drifting from one of these to the next through sort of a clockwork gardeny area near the waterfalls. I unfortunately just didn't quite have as much spaces to garden this as I would liked. I still think it turned out pretty though. I love how the clockwork trees shine in the sun. Just look how that gleams. Isn't it pretty? Makes sense, they're made out of metal. Be shiny. This is the ship that I definitely wanted to include in my build. So, nothing super fancy over here because I'm out of slots. But again, I added some trophies. Got my little treasure pile. does wonder, how did these ships get up so high in this grotto? Like, how high would the whole water level of the ocean have to be to toss them up here? And if they weren't tossed up here, which, I mean, granted, we're seeing half of them. And if they weren't tossed up here, how the hell did they get up here? Somebody, like, hoist them up here? It's just, it boggles the mind. Hello, Adusa. Again, my cat thinks I'm talking to him. Again, I added some little touches out here just to give the person that takes their time and comes all the way up here something to see. You know, come make it worth their while. Can't have a path that just leads to nothing, right? More of the trophies. They're not super interesting, but at least it gives you something on the walls. And up top, the singing wall shall sing to you. So, I know we can get this high, at least, in the cavern. It does make me wonder. I am tempted someday I may take down something so I can see if I can get up top of that. Wouldn't that be fun? Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my little build of madness. It was a lot of fun to make. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next build. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching.